Hello there, and thank you very much for taking the time to log on and read along or listen to our Year 4 parent information. So, I am Mrs. Haigh and I'm going to be the class teacher on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday morning. And then our new deputy head teacher, Mrs. Govier, is going to be the class teacher on a Thursday afternoon and on Friday. We also have Mrs. Yardley as our classroom teaching assistant, and she's going to be with us every morning and some afternoons. And then Mr. Johnson will be leading the PE lessons as our sports coach. We also have Mrs. Watson, who's our fabulous music teacher, who will be teaching on a Tuesday. And we've got Miss Marsden, who is our pastoral teaching assistant, and Miss Park, and they both work with some children and families through school. So we still communicate with you through parent mail and through the telephone. I will have dojos loaded up for most of the day, but if there's any urgent messages about your school child being absent from school, please let the office know. We do have an open door policy, and please feel free to come and speak to myself or Mrs. Govier or Mrs. Yardley at the beginning or the end of the school day. And we do need 2 emergency contacts, so please double check with the office that these are up to date. So we have a staggered start from 9:15 till 9:10 at just that door there on the photograph. And that's the door that leads onto the playground, and home time is 3:20. So the school uniform really is important to get right because it makes us feel part of the community. So we ask for black trousers and black skirt or black pinafore and a white polo shirt and a navy sweatshirt. So if you want the school logo, if you just click the link in this PowerPoint, and that will take you through to a website where you can get the Lancaster Lane logo. And then we ask for sensible black shoes and a blue and white checked dress in the summer. So our PE days are going to be Monday and Friday. So on a Monday and Friday, we're going to ask the children to come in black joggers or leggings or shorts, depending on the weather, with no writing, no ticks, no stripes, no patterns, just plain. A white t-shirt, again, it can be one available from school if you wish, and your child's jumper or cardigan. And we ask that there's no jewellery on Monday and Friday. So school bags, we do understand that some days your child may need to carry more into school, so that's fine, they can bring their school bag, but most days ideally it would just be a book bag and their lunchbox and their water bottle, just with water, not flavoured water. So medical details, if you just keep us up to date with anything, and the office up to date. So any children with asthma, we keep the inhalers easily accessible so they can access whenever they need to. Just please make sure that they are up to date. Medical forms you can get from the office, and cough sweets are kept on the teacher's desk just to prevent children from running around outside, and we don't want them to be a choking hazard, so they're kept on the teacher's desk. So as stated before, it's 9:15 till 9:10, and lessons really do start at 9 a.m. We're very prompt with that. And the first lesson of the day is reading, and we start straight away. So even if your child's a couple of minutes late, they may have missed, the input for a reading lesson. So it really is really important for the child to be on time. Please phone the office by 9:30 if your child's going to be absent. As I said before, not through Dojo, as we will be in lesson by that point. I won't be able to read any messages during lesson times. Unfortunately, Mrs. Hankin isn't able to give authorised absences, so try to plan your holidays in our school holidays. And if attendance falls below 95%, you'll be contacted to discuss it further. So reading in Year 4, as we stress, reading throughout school is so incredibly important. So I'm going to be I won't be, the children will be choosing one banded book and one book for pleasure. every week. They can absolutely change it as many times as they want in the week. That's absolutely fine. If they're, they're really big readers, that's great. Usually that staggered part of the day, those 5 minutes, is a really good opportunity for your child to go in and have a look through our library and decide what book they're going to take home. And I will be making sure that I read, and Mrs. Govey and Mrs. Yardley all read with your children, so we make sure that the banded book is pitched correctly, giving them the right amount of challenge. We do check reading records, and the question of how many times should I listen to my child read is as many as you can. Even 5 minutes makes a difference. So yes, as often as you can read with your child would be brilliant. Mrs. Hankins done a very informative video on YouTube, which you can access either through the school website or through YouTube, which has got ideas of question prompts or how reading is done through Lancaster Lane throughout school. So if you have a spare 5 minutes, that'd be great to listen to that. And then we are trying to reduce the amount of sweets on birthdays, so we've introduced birthday books. So a list will be sent out at the beginning of the year in September, and it's just a list of the books that the children have chosen that they would like to share as a class. And the children can buy the book for their birthday to share with their friends in class. So spellings in year 4 continue the same as year 3. So we do a spelling test at the beginning of the half term, and then we repeat the same spelling test at the end of the half term and see the improvement. So we focus on those 20 words. There are also words that are available on Spelling Shared, so the children can access them at home and play games and compete against each other. We also follow a scheme of work for spelling, and they have a lesson a week where we focus on spelling rules. And again, Mrs. Hankin gives more information on that on her YouTube channel. Well, not her YouTube channel, the Lancaster Lane YouTube videos. So our work is always pitched to challenge groups and challenge individuals. However, if we do think that your child may need a little bit of additional support, be that emotionally or academically, we will step in there. So there's a very detailed transition meeting between teachers at the end of the year. So we make sure that we hand over all of that information. And again, I'll stress that we do have an open door policy. So if there is anything that you want to pass on to me or myself or Mrs. Govier personally, then please feel free to do so. And we also have the Nest. So the Nest is our own in-school provision that we've set up to support the needs of children who require extra support with their learning. So whether that be academic or social. And they are their own classroom within school, and every morning. And then pupils in the Nest return to their year group. So the children will be returning to year 4 for our afternoon lessons. So if you go onto our school website, you will be able to see the curriculum just there. So you can choose one of those options, and our curriculum statements are there. We follow a scheme for maths called Power Maths. The children are very familiar with this now, and it's lovely to have the consistency through school, and they enjoy these lessons. And then we also follow something called Happy Minds, which is sort of emotional intelligence and well-being, and we do that once a week as well. This is our school curriculum for year 4, so this is what we're going to be doing throughout the year, which you can access on the website. So we still offer a wide range of clubs which will be sent to you via parent mail and done through the office. We do ask that if you do sign up to one of the clubs that your child would regularly attend, and if they're not able to attend, please let the teacher know that is running that club. So we still have breakfast club and stoppers club. So breakfast club opens at 7:45, and then they'll go straight to their class from there, and it's £3.50 per session. And then stoppers straight after school and till 5:45 at night, and it's £8.20 per person. So you can book online, and it'll be Mrs. Tickle that will be running those. So As I've said before, there is an open door policy, so please come and speak to us if there is a problem, and please come and speak to us first before expressing any views on social media, as we will do our best to sort it immediately for you. So please come and see us first. So we do ask that water bottles are just plain water, and it's fruit and vegetable snacks in the morning if you're bringing those from home. On a Monday, we take £1 for the week, 20 pence per day for toast. And again, it's birthday books, no sweets for birthdays, please. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to all of this, and I'm very excited to be teaching your child next year. Thank you very much.